behind the visual beauty and deep message presented in the latest Merry-Go-Round music video, there is a story of incredible struggle from one of the BTS members, Jimin. The intense filming process not only drained physical energy, but also demonstrated how a global star dedicates himself to maintaining the quality of his work. Through recently released behind-the-scenes footage, the public could finally see another side of Jimin that is rarely spotlighted on the grand stage. He is not merely an idol who follows directions, but a true artist who cares deeply about every single detail of his performance, no matter how small. As a musician known for his vocal character and emotional dance, Jimin showed a very high standard of professionalism from the first minute he stepped onto the filming set. Every time the director shouted the word "cut," Jimin did not immediately rest or head to the waiting room like most artists usually do. Instead, his steps always led straight to the crew's monitor desk to recheck the recorded footage of the scene he had just finished. His sharp eyes and intense concentration while watching the screen showed how much he did not want a single moment to pass without achieving maximum results. The perfectionist attitude of the Busan-born man was clearly visible when he repeatedly asked to reshoot scenes that were actually considered perfect by the production team. For Jimin, facial expressions and body language must be able to accurately convey the complex emotions of the song, Merry-Go-Round, to the fans. If he felt his gaze fell short of conveying a sense of longing or his hand movement was slightly late by one count, he would politely ask the director for permission to take the shot once more. This uncompromising commitment made everyone on set admire and feel inspired by his work ethic. In-depth discussions between Jimin and the director were also a frequent sight during breaks in the music video filming. Rather than just accepting instructions, Jimin actively provided input on how the lighting and camera angles could further highlight the melancholic meaning of the song. This collaborative working relationship created a very positive working atmosphere, where the entire crew felt valued because the artist was willing to listen to technical input from them. The director himself praised how Jimin was able to translate abstract concepts in the script into an aesthetic movement full of life. The song Merry-Go-Round, which is loaded with meaning about the cycle of life and emotional struggles, required Jimin to maintain his mental focus throughout the day. Behind the scenes, it was clear how he utilized short break times not to relax, but to continue practicing his choreography and emotional expressions independently in a corner of the room. Several crew members captured moments where Jimin appeared to close his eyes while deeply feeling the song's lyrics, ensuring that when the camera turned back on, he was completely immersed in the character he was portraying. It is this kind of emotional dedication that makes his performances always feel magical and touch the hearts of anyone who watches. Jimin's perseverance also drew various warm praises from the crew on duty during the music video production process. One of the cinematography staff members expressed admiration for Jimin's physical and mental endurance, which showed no signs of fatigue at all despite having to repeat heavy scenes dozens of times under the hot studio lights. According to the staff's testimony, Jimin's friendliness and humility, which remained intact amidst the high pressure of the tight shooting schedule, made the entire team feel eager to give their best abilities to match the idol's hard work. Not only focusing on his personal performance, Jimin is also known to highly appreciate the time and energy dedicated by the entire team behind the scenes. Every time a difficult scene was successfully completed well, he never forgot to bow respectfully and express his gratitude to the cameramen, lighting directors, and makeup artists who helped him look stunning. This attitude of respecting fellow art workers proves that the professionalism of BTS's Jimin is not only measured by his extraordinary natural talent, but also by his mature character and personality as a professional in the global entertainment industry. For Jimin himself, all the hard work and perfectionist attitude he displayed on the filming set were based on one main reason, which is his deep love for ARMY, the name for BTS's loyal fans. He always emphasizes on various occasions that fans deserve to get work with the best quality he can provide. This mindset keeps pushing him to exceed the limits of his own abilities and never feel satisfied with mediocre results, especially for an important song like Merry-Go-Round, which is expected to be a source of strength for its listeners. When this music video was finally officially released and received an extraordinary response worldwide, the public now understands that the visual beauty they witness is the fruit of sweat and tears behind the scenes. The small details that Jimin fiercely fought for during filming proved to be crucial elements that made this music video feel so alive and cinematic. This success once again reaffirms Jimin's position not only as a top dancer and singer, but also as a creator who has full control and a clear vision regarding the artistic direction of every work that bears his name. Ultimately, the behind-the-scenes documentation of the Merry-Go-Round MV becomes tangible proof that the global popularity possessed by BTS was not obtained instantly, but built upon a solid foundation of professionalism. Jimin's perfectionist side revealed in this production process sets a new standard regarding how a great artist treats his work with full respect. Through the limitless dedication he showed on the filming set, Jimin not only succeeded in presenting an aesthetically beautiful music video, but also inspired many people about the vital meaning of total devotion in creating art. Complementing the acknowledgments from the crew, the music video director also shared his perspective on how Jimin set a new standard in this production process. According to him, working with Jimin provided both a challenge and its own satisfaction for the film editing team because almost no scenes went to waste. Jimin never looked tired. When we thought a scene was already perfect, he actually found a small detail that could be perfected further, said one of the main camera directors on duty on set. This testimony reaffirms that the sharpness of Jimin's intuition toward visual aesthetics often exceeds the expectations of the production team itself. On the other hand, Jimin, who was briefly interviewed during a break from filming, revealed the main reason behind his highly demanding attitude toward perfection. For the sweet-voiced man, every music video project is not just a compliment to audio promotion, but an emotional bridge that connects his feelings with the listeners. I want ARMY to feel the same emotions as when we recorded this song. So, the visuals must be completely honest, Jimin expressed with a warm yet earnest gaze. He added that honesty and expression is non-negotiable, because fans can definitely feel whether an artist performs wholeheartedly or not. Jimin's emotional statements seem to be the answer to why he was willing to spend hours just to align a single hand movement with the fall of the spotlight on the merry-go-round set. The lighting crew even mentioned that Jimin has an incredible understanding of how shadows and lighting can strengthen the narrative of sadness in the song. The synergy between Jimin's honest quote and the sincere acknowledgement from the staff on the ground confirms one important thing to the public: that the masterpiece Merry-Go-Round was not born out of coincidence, but from the thoughts of a perfectionist who puts his whole heart and soul into every single second. Seeing the magnitude of dedication and hard work poured in by Jimin behind the scenes, it is no wonder that the Merry-Go-Round music video is capable of touching the hearts of millions of people from the first second of its release. Every detail of the scenes, the emotion-filled gaze, to the aesthetic choreographic movements is tangible proof of limitless total devotion. Through this work, Jimin not only presents a beautiful spectacle, but also shares a piece of his soul as a true artist to fans all over the world. Now, it is your turn to share how this music video affected your feelings after knowing the incredible struggle behind its production. Which part or scene is your favorite and most successfully gave you goosebumps while watching it? Let us appreciate the hard work of Jimin and the entire crew by sharing your opinions, stories, or war messages right in the comments section below.